Okay, we're going to get beyond labels today. And what I mean by that, there are a lot of things today, even more so than when I was young, that influences the things that we want and the things that we want to create for our future. So let me tell you what I mean by that. So there are a lot of different things, as I said, such as people's opinions, maybe our parents, maybe our friends, society, the culture we grew up in, the people we work with, that can influence. Sometimes it's quite subtle on the type of future we want to create for ourselves. So let me name a few that a lot of us probably don't even realize how much is influencing us. So, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's TikTok, obviously there's TV that's been around forever, there's Netflix, there's Prime Video, there's the computer, we have our iPads, we have our iPhones, and a lot of different viewpoints and a lot of different opinions and a lot of different visions, a lot of different images that all have kind of labels, if you will, that can affect the kind of future we want to create. Now, what's so important about this is, and please get this, your vision of what you want for the future is the software for your mind. And let me give you an example. And this is a real life example. So one time I changed jobs. I wanted to change jobs. And I had a great coach tell me, write down everything that you want in that job. And since I had been in personal development for a while, I had a pretty expanded viewpoint of what I actually wanted. So I took out a piece of notebook paper, literally, just took out a piece of notebook paper, and I wrote down about 17 things that I wanted. And that was in my vision for the perfect job. I wrote down the type of environment I would be working in. I wrote down the type of people I would be working with, the boss I would have, the mood level of the team I would be on, the benefits that would come with this job, things that were so outside my reality, the type of customers I would have, the type of recognition I would get, the type of pay that came with this, just 17 different things that I saw in my vision that I wanted to be in my next job. I didn't even honestly think that that existed, that someone based on the education level that I had could actually acquire that. Okay. But in my vision, see, that was my mindset. In my vision, I listed out all the things that I wanted for creating a great future for myself. Now, it took 4 months of me holding this vision there and some positive encouragement and inspiration from my coach that said, don't give up, don't give in, don't settle, just hold that vision of what you want. Now, that's the software for the mind there, right? It's the same thing as having a program on your computer. If you don't have a program on the computer, it's going to be a blank screen, but I had a vision. So I held that there for 4 months. And I want you to know, I got the job offer, I got the job, and I pulled out that list of 17 things that I listed there that was important to me. And everything that I had wanted was offered to me in that job. So I say that because labels can be very subtle. You see, a label that I had was, I don't know if I can get that type of job with my education. So that was my own label that was included in my future vision of what I wanted. But I got past that label and I found the job. My vision became a reality and I had a great job, great job, making actually the most money I'd ever made in my life at that time. So a clear vision of what you want, so that you can project that out into your future. I had more control over what other people thought and any labels, even that one label that I had, because my experience in my previous work experience with the other insurance companies outweighed the education, thank goodness, even though that was my label I was slapping on there, outweighed that, and I got the job. So clear vision of what you want and inspect those labels. Where are they coming from? You see, what you want for your future really comes from within. And yeah, it can be greatly influenced optimally by some of those things that I named, such as Instagram, things we see, things that we've never thought of that we might be able to attract or have. But inspect the labels that you got there and look at how much happiness do you want? How much success do you want? How much vitality do you want to experience? What kind of moods do you want to have in your environment and the people that you're close to, the people that you work with? How do you want to interact? What is the atmosphere that works best for you? So those are some very optimum things you can look at and put there what you want for your future, and post and tell us, what do you come up with? What labels did you find? Which labels do you want to take off and not have, and use a different vision, create a different vision so that you can get what you want?